So after...
You know, when I was with a woman, I loved her as a person. I didn't particularly feel that I would continue being with her. You know, deep down, I didn't feel that. I've always wanted to be friends with her, you know, and I did have a feeling where I wanted to be with men, you know, and I just knew that that was going to happen, that I was going to eventually go back to being with men, but it was a curiosity. And it was also something at the time my aunt died. It was just something that I went through, and I also wanted to come out for her, so it was a combination of things, you know. Very emotional time.
Yeah. And I guess people may have seen things in a certain way, but you knew what was going on for you, and you can't always get on the loudspeaker and define things.
I mean, in a weird way, it helped me, and it also helped a lot of people. Because, like I said, I did a lot of nonprofit, a lot of work in the community, and I really put more of myself into being more of a figure, you know, than I did really just my personal life, because I didn't even have that much of a personal life even when I was with a woman. Like, I was spending most of my time doing things in the gay community. So at some point I also said, okay, I need to really have a private life, and I love my aunt. I know she passed on. She wants me to be happy. Now I have to do what really makes me happy.
Well, spending that much time in the gay community can turn anyone back the other way.
Well, I mean, you know, even in the straight world, there's a lot of chaos.
Yeah, that's true, but these lesbians, they just want blood.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and as for people who criticize others, I mean, whether you're gay, straight, or whatever, I honestly don't care, and I also feel that people need to really look at themselves and take on that. I don't care what other people think.
What would be your advice to, say, a woman who is in a relationship and she's not certain about whether she wants to continue with a woman or if she's leaning more towards men, if that's more where she sees herself in life?
I would say don't label yourself. Be happy with who you are, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be gay or straight. Just be happy with who you are. And that's, you know, sometimes people in the gay community, like my aunt, you want to be closeted, that's fine, but some people are closeted because people treat them so badly. I am so anti any sort of prejudice in any way. For any woman, man, anyone, be happy with who you are.
And don't come out of the gate labeling yourself. Just say, I don't know. And
exactly. I said that, however people, you know, people like labels, so I just go with that. Okay, I'm a lesbian, I'm straight. You know, either way, I'm happy with who I am. So, you know, and I preach that for gay pride. Be happy with who you are. I meant that. And, you know, that's the most important thing. You have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and love who you are.
Did you hear about what happened in Maine? They voted against marriage in Maine.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Honestly, I am very much still an advocate in the gay community, and I've seen so many gay couples. You know, I live in Manhattan, and, you know, I spend a lot of time downtown, and I love Chelsea, and I see so many couples that are gay, and they have children, and those children look so happy. And it doesn't matter, again, you know, what color, you know, my husband is Caucasian, my family's mixed. I don't care what color, what sexuality someone is. I care about who they are as a person. And if they're good for being parents, you know, they love each other, it doesn't matter. Gay people should have every right to marry. They should have every right to adopt children, have children, whatever. I mean, we're human beings.
Right,
you know?
right. Do you think maybe if you had stayed in the life, that would have been a problem?
You mean like for me getting married or
yeah, like that?
A woman?
Yeah, you would have been on the, you know, just essentially a person with less civil rights than the next person.
I mean, eventually that's going to change. I think a lot of people who are, I mean, I'm very strong in my opinion, people who are educated, you know, people who understand that gay rights are like civil rights, we're all human beings. I think eventually people are going to come to their senses and respect gay rights, gay people, and their right to marry and their right to have a lifestyle like everyone else. You know, eventually it's gonna happen. You just have to keep fighting, you know, and I'm one of those people who keep fighting for, you know, for gay rights as well.
Well, I want to know if you're still doing your horoscopes.
I do my horoscopes. I do my tarot cards. My friend Nikki, I love her, and I'm going to eventually, you know, go back to her parties, you know, and being in the community a little bit more.
Right, I think
I've been in it not because I'm straight, but because, like I said, I've been taking care of my aunt, and I was taking care of my uncle last year, and he was sick and he passed away.
I'm
I knew
sorry.
he had terminal cancer. So I've just been really busy with family. You know, I'm not hiding or staying away from my gay friends. I've been staying away from my straight friends too, you know.
Right. I think Nikki's having a party next week.
Oh, okay.
Is it next week, Nicole?
Next week I'm actually gonna be out of town. But Nikki knows. She knows I love her, and I'm gonna be there.
I'm not sure what my role is here. I'm like the peanut gallery listening in.
Nicole gets very excited when she gets to talk about her parties.
No, I love Nikki's parties. Yeah.
The one on November 21st. Look.
Where is it?
It's at Club Spin. Susan Sarandon just bought a nightclub, so we're doing just a one-time lesbian party there. We're going to see how it goes. So I'm pretty excited. A lot of people are excited because it's a different spot. You know, it's a very new nightclub, and the niche is ping pong. It's a big celebrity thing now that I guess they like ping pong. So
Look, she could talk for days. She could talk for days about her party. Now,
days.
Didn't you just...
Question for Stephanie.
Sorry?
I had a question.
Oh, sure.
Because I remember, you know, when we were hanging out, you kind of went through what I perceived. It was like, you know, phases where first you were still continuing to date women, and then just, you know, I think, you know, you've met some lesbians out there that and they were driving you a little nuts. And then I think you kind of were dating men. So I said, oh, okay, so, you know, she's probably bi, you know? Mm-hmm. And then I think just these women, you know, a lot of them just turned you off. And then I kind of knew, I think we spoken that you had a boyfriend and you were going through that. But my question was that if, you know, maybe if you would have met the right woman, you think you would have...
Yeah, I did meet a lot of nice women. I had 2 stalkers.
Yeah, I know, but you had a lot of stalkers. They were nuts, Stephanie, and that would turn anyone off.
And I got arrested twice, and it wasn't enough of them. But, you know, I also dated some really, really nice girls who were one in particular was an amazing person. But I just didn't feel that, you know, it was something that I wanted long term. I just didn't feel it.
Right.
Hey, you know, there's women who are straight their whole life, and then when they're 40, they turn around and they decide they're gay. Mm-hmm. So it's the same. It could be the same thing, where maybe you were a little more fluid with your sexuality, and then now you're not.
You know, I hit puberty. I dated males, and I had a little curiosity towards females. You know, even though he drove me crazy in all-girl Catholic school, you know, I just couldn't be around them sometimes, you know, and you know, modeling, you know, I kind of preferred hanging out with the gay boys than anything. I love them.
Right.
You know, but I just, you know, most of my life I have been straight, you know, and, you know, I decided, okay, you know what, I'm just going to explore this, and I'm going to explore this and be true to myself. It took the death of my aunt for me to learn how to live. And I did. I experienced what I wanted to, and I did a lot, you know, like I said, for the community that I didn't really think it would become such a big deal, you know, me coming out, but it was a good experience. And, you know, it's not over. I mean, I'm still, like I said, I still support gay rights, and I'm very much a supporter of it, and my best friend in the world is a gay male, and I love him dearly, and, you know, nothing's changed. I'm just married to a man.
Right, it's the same thing. So what is the sun and the moon looking like for Aries this month?
Are you an Aries?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you can relate to a Leo, because that's what I am.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, you have to send me an email. I'm going to send you my calendar. I used to do horoscopes online, but now what I'll do is I'll send you like an e-calendar.
Oh, okay, that sounds great.
Just send me a mailing address, and I'll send you a couple of calendars. But Aries in general is very strong sign, fire sign, extremely strong, tough. You are good with, you know, I always thought I was like a Tyson with the knockout responses and attitude towards people. Aries is like that too. You know, you guys are tough, you know, and even your love, you know, is very strong, very tough, but at the same time you give, you know, I mean, you're a true fire sign, you know. So whatever you go through, and I have to look at my own horoscope because I don't even know what's going on for me this month. You know, you're a survivor, big time.
Oh, that's very nice. I think I like you a lot more now.
What about Capricorn?
Earth signs. You love to work. You put yourself into what you do, and you take it as not just your job, but as your passion.